Alright guys, welcome to another edition of Custom NHL Builds, the series where I create EASHL player builds based on actual NHL players. This week it's going to be reigning Calder Trophy winner Kirill Kaprizov. This to me was one of the easier decisions when it comes to the Calder in recent memory. I think regardless of his age, Kaprizov's first season in the NHL saw him score 27 goals in 55 games and basically turn a mediocre Minnesota Wild team into must-watch hockey. Kaprizov's skill is matched by his hockey IQ, which is just off the charts. He possesses a 5-star shot, an unbelievable skating ability and vision, as well as a great set of hands. He even provides value as a two-way player, creating pesky turnovers and catching opponents off guard. Not only can the Russian winger do it all, but I think he does it all in style, which to me makes him one of the most entertaining guys in hockey today. Kaprizov is 5'9", 185 pounds, and a left-handed shooter. Although I did mostly play him as a right-hander online, I just prefer playing with right-handed skaters. You can do whatever you're more comfortable with, though. I went ahead with Core Balance 2 for the first trait. Kaprizov, for his size, is very strong on the puck and does a great job of turning and using his body to protect the puck. This is going to boost his balance up to 77, which isn't fantastic, but it's much better than where it was at 72. Then I went ahead with Sharpshooter 2 as the second trait. Like I said, Kaprizov is an excellent shooter. He was on pace for 40 goals last year, if that was an 82-game season, and shot at 17%. I strongly considered building him as a sniper for this very reason, but to me, it's just much harder to boost passing and deking as a sniper build than it is to just boost the shooting as a playmaker build, which, in addition, just has better defensive skills. In the spirit of boosting this build's shot even more, I went ahead with Quick Release as the specialty, which is going to boost that wrist shot just a little bit. Using this build online was a blast. He's an awesome skater. He's agile, he's quick. He's definitely capable of creating breakaways and odd man opportunities. What's great too, I think, is that with that core balance trait, oftentimes the smaller, faster guys, like say it's like a 5'7", as light as you could possibly be build, when those guys catch up to him, they normally aren't strong enough to bump him off the puck, so they might be able to catch him, but normally they aren't going to be able to do much. Don't get me wrong, bigger skaters are definitely capable of knocking him off the puck and even knocking him down, but that core balance trait accomplished basically what I hoped it would. His hands are very good as well. I didn't really adjust his deking or puck control, so you're left with the playmaker's base numbers in those categories, which are very good still. It's definitely enough to pull off some really slick moves, even at high speeds.
Oh, wow.
The real test here to me was the shot, which, in my opinion, he passes. I was able to pick corners and finish good scoring chances, not every time, but more often than not. And I was even surprised at times when I was able to score from sharp angles or from distance, when I didn't really think I would be able to. His defensive skills are okay, not great, but definitely not bad. I'd say just okay. His speed allows him to position himself well most times, and it also allows him to catch up and back check pretty well. He lacks physicality, but in threes, he's likely to be bigger than some other forwards. I wouldn't really advise using him as a center, especially in sixes, but it's not out of the question, and he still can be a very good winger in sixes. Overall, I like this build a lot. You guys probably know by now that the playmaker is my favorite forward class in the game, and go ahead and add this build to the list of playmaker builds that I really like. His skating combined with his hands allow him to get to those dangerous scoring areas, but also he's got the shot to finish his chances when he does get to those dangerous scoring areas, or he's got a great passing rating and can squeeze passes through tight lanes to set up his teammates. He's pretty strong on the puck for his size, which makes him good for sixes or threes. With his size, I think there's just a happy medium where he's small enough to be fast, but not so small that he just gets knocked off the puck every time he comes into contact with anyone. He's also just a highlight reel machine. I got a ton of clips with this build that I saved and added to my EASHL highlights, but I feel like just apart from Flash, you can legitimately play a competitive, smart, well-rounded game with this build. So anyway, guys, that's my Kaprizov build. I love this build. I love this player. Go out there and try this build out for yourselves, though. Let me know what you think. Also, be sure to check out my custom NHL builds playlist to see all the other players I've built in this series, and be sure to let me know what players you'd like me to build in the comments section. I'll try my best to get around to them. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.
Gilmore.
Yeah, dude. That was